Yo, what's up guys, it's Marilli here and welcome to my channel. Now basically a lot of people has been wondering what are the top PvP teams for JP as it is right now, and I'm gonna just explain to you guys. Lolly Merlin or Small Merlin or Festival Merlin, whatever you want to call her, she has been introduced as a top tier team in PvP. Even Red Gother is now getting a lot more usage in PvP right now in JP, so we're gonna go through all the teams right now, the top ones. And for geared and ungeared, the first one we're gonna talk about is geared. These are the first tier, which is going to be the most used type of teams. Basically this PvP list, tier list, is based on usage rates and all that good stuff. Now a lot of people are running this type of team on the top, which is the Merlin, Red Gother, Goddess Elizabeth, or the one Escanor. I like to switch it up and have Goddess Elizabeth in the back, but it all depends on what you like to do. Goddess Elizabeth is a good unit just for the stall. But as you can see, people are using Red Gother. He's pretty nice. You got in the back, you got Sario plus the one, which is also a very good team as well. You have Festival team with the one, the Goddess Elizabeth, which everyone runs. And then you have Green Small DN, Sario with the one Escanor in the back. That is also a nice team. For Lolly Merlin team, a lot of people like to use this team, or they like to try to use Ludociel type of team. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, they like to use this type of team with Ludociel, Red Gother, and Henderson. Now the big problem with this team is basically, like, let's be honest, most people will try to just stun Merlin and then you're pretty much gonna be over with, just because Ludociel is not a good DPS as you would think. Merlin is gonna be your only DPS for this type of team, it seems. And if you get rid of Merlin somehow, either from like attacking or just stunning, then you end up just having what, Ludociel, Henderson, and then Red Gother, which, let's be honest, these three units aren't going to be able to stop anybody, especially if they have Goddess Elizabeth who are spamming their shields. Like, that's pretty much going to be it for you. So you want to make sure you have Merlin with something that can at least allow you to stall out your opponents, like Goddess Elizabeth, or just go with another DPS in the front like a Sario or the one Escanor paired up with Red Gother. And on the bottom, what we have here is basically we have Assault Mode, Meliodas team, which is very nice. This is geared PP, by the way, so that's why this team is not ranked that high. And then we have MK2 Valenti team. We have Esterosa team with Tarmiel. And we have the Angels team with the one Escanor in the back, for probably to push for CC, if I'm not mistaken. They usually do that just so they have like a DPS. And you have the other trash teams. Like you have the normal Old Rush team. A lot of people like to use this team with Green Small DN instead of Goddess Elizabeth, just so they can have that one time where they can at least force the one Escanor to attack their DN. You have Pierce, pretty much. I try to tell people about that Green Small DN. Pierce team is actually pretty fire, but you know, people think I'm crazy, but like, why would you do that? Like, you're getting rid of so much DPS. Like, people just don't know the power of Green Small DN, legit. I literally done videos using this type of team and people be so confused on why I do it. So confused, I swear, man. I try to teach people, they just don't listen, guys. They just don't listen. And you have the Festival King team, which has a lane in the back. I'm not gonna lie, Elaine is pretty trash. I like to use like Green Merlin. Obviously Elaine does have her advantages, but for the most part, Elaine is still pretty garbage, just because she only does like the substats. And with the one Escanor, he does get immunity too, and also like the raw attack power that he has is going to still be able to one-shot opponents, which is why Green Small DN gets one-shot easily. And now we have ungeared PvP. I'm pretty sure everybody is very excited for this one. Like I said before, we got the one Escanor team with Merlin. Basically, if you see these 9.5s, I'm pretty sure I didn't say this, but you see these 9.5, basically what it means is if this team go against this one, it can possibly win if it goes first, or this one goes against this team and goes first, it can possibly win against that. Like, these teams are all equal at beating each other. Like, there's no one that's legit on the top, either if they go first or second. They all have good high usage rate in ungeared PvP. So I just let you guys know, in case you might think like, yo, just because this team on top, that means it's the best one. No, anybody can win with any of these teams. So again, we have Lolly Merlin, who's also in the tier 1. It's a very good team, very good. A lot of people like to stall with this team. You have Sario, the one Escanor team. You have Festival team, and then you have a Salmon Meliodas team, which is a top tier team in ungeared PvP. Even though some people might think it's not, it's still very good, especially if you're using like evade food. It's very toxic. You have tier 2, which is basically Tarmiel, Estarossa. I haven't seen this team in a while. You have the regular Lost Vein team with Blue King. I've seen this team a couple times. Like I said before, people use Green Small DN instead of Goddess Elizabeth though. You have Angels team. I usually see people use, this one has Goddess Elizabeth. I'm guessing it's just so you can have like a stronger shield and you can just stall pretty much. But like I said before, I usually see like Goddess Elizabeth used in the back, but I have seen the one that's going to use in the back before. You have the Festival King team. I like Merlin a lot better than Elaine, just because Elaine is exclusive and Merlin is just easier to have and ult rush with. And you have Pierce team, which is basically Athena. I've never seen this in PP. This must be gold or something, or bronze. And now he's just telling you all about the other type of teams. Like I said before, yep, you see right here, they have Ludociel, but they have Goddess Elizabeth instead of Red Gother, which I'm assuming is a good option, just so you have the revive. And you can have that shield, stun, steal, oh my god, I can't say. Shield plus stun combo, which is very toxic in PvP. And then you have Henderson in the back. Or you can have this team with Henderson in the front and you have the one in the back. All depends on you. And you got the Salmon Meliodas team. There's so many variations of this team. It's like super funny. You got this Green Joe Malaska team. That's the big reason why a lot of people like using Salmon Meliodas. Like, there's just so much variety in using this guy's team. Like, it's amazing. Like, you can use anything with this guy. You can use Delion. You can use freaking Blue Droll. Oh my god, you can use so much demons. Like, that's why I'm very excited about like what type of teams that like might come out, or units that might come out, just so you can buff Assault Meliodas team, because this team needs to be #1 in gear PvP. Ungeared, it's okay to use. Like, obviously it has its like mistakes or inconsistent plays, but this team really needs some shine. Seem like a lot of people are using more so Blue Droll with this type of team, because you got Galaxina with Blue Droll. You got Blue Droll with Green Darieri. You got Blue Droll. You got Green Droll with Estarossa. I've used that team before. It's actually pretty fun if you're using evade food. Ult food, it gets a little tricky because a lot of people like to, because you're using like 3 green units, my guys. You're using 3. So Sarios is probably going to feed off your entire team. Which is why a lot of people like to use Blue Darieri with Blue Droll, just so they have those 2 blue units just to threaten like those Goddess Elizabeths, those Goddess Elizabeths, those Sarios, and it's very good. All right, you got the Blue Droll Sario team, which we all know is turned into green small DN, pretty much. But these are just an example teams for you guys if you ever want to try to use it. They even have the team saying Sario should be in the back. And you got Goddess Elizabeth in the back, the one Escanor, and you got MK2 Valenti. Oh, that's because it's a Blue Droll focused team. So basically what they're saying is like, this is a team focused mostly on Blue Droll. So sometimes you might have Blue Droll with the one Escanor. You might have Blue Droll with the one Escanor with Goddess Elizabeth. And you might have MK2 Valenti with Blue Droll and the one Escanor in the back. Yes, very interesting. And then you have the DN team. Now this is the DN team. So you have Green Gother with DN, and it has to have Tarmiel. I don't know why people think if you want to use DN, you could, but Tarmiel is the way better option for DN. I be seeing so many people use like Hauser and all that good stuff. Use Tarmiel on DN, legit. Like, that's no joke. Use Tarmiel on DN. It's way better. And they only have this type of team recommended, which is probably Goddess Elizabeth. Oh yeah, they have the one Escort. Yeah, this team is also super good. The one Escort with green small DN. And they have Goddess Elizabeth in the back. You got Tarmiel Stan's team. I've used this team plenty of times. It gets a little tricky when you have like teams where you don't get like stance card, and then you just spam the gold cards on you. And they pretty much just go for your Tarmiel, or they do this. They have Sario go for Estarossa so you don't get the immunity, and they just spam stun Tarmiel, and that's really how you get rid of this team. And you have the other teams you got right here. You got Estarossa, Tarmiel, Green Gother, Elizabeth, Estarossa, Tarmiel, Gother, the one. Yeah, you got the 4 Angels party. Yeah, basically I be seeing a lot of people use like the one Escanor as a sub instead of Goddess Elizabeth. I swear, I think they just do that for CC, to be honest. It's either CC or DPS for nail DPS. Cause that man be everywhere as a sub unit, pushing straight CC. All right, you got Esterosa. I've seen that before. Green Guild Thunder. That now this team is toxic. When you have Green Guild Thunder with Goddess Elizabeth, that is so toxic. Zeldris in the front. I have never seen that one. I guess it's just for maybe ult rush, stop people from ult rushing you, maybe. And you got the one Escanor in the front. I've never seen that as well. Yeah, this is the team I like to use, Festival King with Merlin as a subunit. That lane sub is garbage. Ludosia, I have used that team before, but it's just so inconsistent where you can just get out CC'd, where you just have the opponents like go after your king most of the time, and then you just pretty much lose. Because all they do is just go after king, pretty much. Guaranteed, they go after king. You have Lilia. I've used it like one time. Well, I use it a few times. She's sometimes good, sometimes bad. It depends on what hour you play PvP in. You have Kyo. I've never used Kyo on that team. You have Festival Lost Vein Party. Yeah, Blue, Gother. Oh my god, all that good stuff. Jesus. Yeah, Pierce. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. All these other teams are probably like garbage or outdated. Yeah, that's all of it. So as you can see, Lolly Merlin, she's super good right now. In PvP for geared and ungeared. These are the teams you want to look out for if you do want to like invest in some of these teams. Especially if you're one of those people who like variety. Like I said before, once the Solo Meliodas come out, or MK2 Vlinty or Small Merlin, then you're gonna get some variety in PvP. But the one Escanor, as you can see, most of these tier lists are still being used heavily in PvP, so you're gonna see a lot of people still running the one Escanor teams. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, like, subscribe, comment, all that down below. This is Marilli, and I'm out, guys. Peace.